Here's a very important story. It's taking place in Los Angeles. It's taking place in NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. And it has to do with a 22-year-old being shot 12 times in the back. This is a result of a police shooting.
The Orleans Parish Coroner says Grimes was shot 14 times, including 12 times in the back.
Help to stop my child. That will not be meaningless.
And Grimes didn't die at the hand of common street thugs. He was shot and killed by New Orleans police officers.
Laquan Wright shows us where his jaw is broken and wired shut. The injuries, he says, from a Riviera Beach police officer. Laquan can't talk much, but his lawyer can. Richard Ryle says Laquan, with a 3.2 GPA, a starter on the Gardens High football team, could just walk into his grandfather's house when the officer pulled over and slammed Laquan to the ground face first, breaking his jaw.
And a Michigan police officer suspended without pay after he was caught on tape slamming a teenager's head into a wall, knocking out the teenager's 3 teeth. It happened after the 16-year-old was arrested for violating rules at a transit center. There's the slam there. You'll also see the teen dragged across the floor by the officer. An investigation found the officer used excessive force, but concluded that the teenager's injuries were, quote, unintentional.
In Seattle, a sheriff's deputy has pleaded not guilty to charges he assaulted a 15-year-old girl last fall. Prosecutors have released a surveillance video of the alleged assault. A warning, the pictures you're about to see are disturbing. The video shows 2 King County Sheriff's deputies escorting 15-year-old Malika Calhoun to a holding cell. When Deputy Paul Sheen asked the girl to remove her shoes, she's seen slipping out of her left shoe and kicking it at him. Sheen rushes into the cell, kicks the teen, and pushes her against a corner wall before flinging her to the floor by her hair. He then squats down on Calhoun and hits her twice. Deputies say the girl was, quote, real lippy, and that she had called them, quote, fat pigs. Paramedics were called after Calhoun had complained that she had difficulty breathing.
Dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you.
Cops out here in New York City, they've been getting too trigger happy with the gun. They have killed at least 4 or 5 people within the past few years that had no weapon at all, but they gunned them down. 50 shots and 30 shots, and they reload, the gun and continue shooting them like Swiss cheese. I'm like, man, they have no weapon, man, but yet you shooting them as deep, because that's all part of the curse is. We can't defend ourselves. We can't, our enemies will rise up before us. That's modern day oppression. For you to have no weapon in your hand, be no threat to anyone, and these cops, the modern day police brutality is that they shoot you down. That's the modern day police brutality. They will shoot you down and kill you.
Police shot and killed an unarmed man near this New Orleans bridge.
Casimir Gaston was living on the 2nd floor by now. The door open. It was so hot. There was no power. When he woke up, he says he came out onto this balcony and witnessed right out on the street a firing squad of police gunning down an unarmed running man.
The family says Ronald Madison and his brother were running away from a police shootout with other people on the nearby bridge. This autopsy report, verified by the New Orleans coroner, shows Ronald Madison was hit 7 times, 2 wounds in his shoulder, 5 in the back. No weapon was found on the body of the mentally retarded man.
It was captured by a passenger aboard the BART train with a cell phone who does not want to be identified. You can see Oscar Grant on his knees here talking to police. Then he is pulled down onto the ground face down. There's what seems to be a struggle. Then a second BART police officer puts his knee to Grant's neck and head. The video graphically displays what happens the moment Grant is shot. One officer pulls at his gun, he stands, unholsters the gun, and fires.
because we are unable to stand against those who are our enemies. Verse 25 also states that we shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. We were unable to protect ourselves on the west coast of Africa during the transatlantic slave trade. We couldn't stop the African, Arab, or European slave traders from deporting our people by the millions. They raided our village and took captive Israelite men and women and children and scattered us into all the kingdoms of the world. This has happened to us for over 400 years. Our enemies continue to have the upper hand over us till this very hour. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nation whither Yah shall lead thee. Astonishment means a sad, pitiful amazement, so remarkable as to elicit disbelief. The general attitude of some black people are so disgraceful that it motivates other races to observe us with astonishment.
Some say we're African, some say we're coon.
Alright, y'all. What y'all have to say to Tammy?
Fuck you, bitch. Your fat ass.
And what else?
You is big in your stomach. I'm big in my ass.
Tell her, where you fat at, Cara?
In my ass.
A byword, by definition, is an object of general reproach, often an epithet of scorn.
Some say we're ignorant, others say we're thugs.
Names such as nigger, nigger, negro, coon, blackie, spade, spick, porch monkey.
As a nation, we have become a mockery to the rest of the world. I mean, people look at us with scorn. They shake their heads at us. They can't even believe the behavior that we do. You know, it's really pitiful to see us out on the corner, you know, gang banging, killing each other. It does over colors, you know, killing somebody for some shoes. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. We've been in this country. They look at us. They say, oh, wow, these people have been in this country for 4 centuries and they haven't built anything. Man, look at those niggers. They ain't nothing. You know, we're on the bottom of everything. But see, y'all said that we were going to be there because of our disobedience.
While much of America celebrated Barack Obama's inauguration, one Greenwich Village baker marked the occasion with this controversial cookie.
Drunken Negro faces.
Drunken Negro face cookies.
I make cookies that look like drunken Negro faces.
He said to me, would you like some drunken Negro heads to go with your coffee? I didn't know what to say, and then he continued to say they're in honor of our new president.
Valley Traditional High School is in the middle of a racial controversy right now. A teacher used the N-word towards a student.
And what did he say specifically to you?
Sit down, nigga.
Keyshawn Chambers is a freshman at Valley High School, a Boy Scout, a football player, a member of the ROTC, an honor roll student. The teacher told him to sit down, and the teacher says that Keyshawn used the N-word first.
And I just kind of was stunned a second. Well, then get away from the door, nigga. Yes, I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. You know, nigga this, nigga please, nigga. You know, can you lend a nigga a pencil?
It's me being black and been black for about 6 or some odd years. I do feel like we always a target.
Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please.
Niggers!
No, dude! No.
The laughing stopped abruptly Friday night at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles when renowned actor and stand-up comic Michael Richards, best known as Kramer from Seinfeld, veered from his act and allegedly spewed the N-word at audience members in an expletive-laden tirade.
Shut up! 50 years ago you had your upside down with a fucking fork up your ass! You can talk your brain down with a rolls out of the nigger! He's a nigger! He's a nigger!
Oh my God.
A nigger, look at the nigger!
They're gonna arrest me for calling a black man Kamiga.
It's about esteem, and that's why we are urging people to stop using the degrading word nigger, because we deserve better than that, and we don't have the right to, we can't internalize the degradation of the oppressor. Spew it out ourselves.
Jesse Jackson using the N-word. It was recorded the same day he made disparaging remarks about Barack Obama, although it was not used in reference to Obama.
We are marching in the light of God. We are marching. I say good riddance to the N-word. Die, N-word. And we don't want to see you around here no more. Turn back. We're not turning back. We're going straight ahead. The N-word is dead.
In the past 30 days, I've been called a more than any time in my entire life.
What'd you say?
I said the 60s was not that long ago, and you will never be like the upper class white man. You will never be accepted, you will never get that job, and you will always be looked at as a nigger.
I'ma be a nigga for life.
I'm a nigga, he's a nigga, she's a nigga, we some niggas. Wouldn't you like to be a nigga too?
We call ourselves everything under the sun, but what we need to be calling ourselves